What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Kurt Angle to wrestle again, a dream match goes down at a WWE live event, is Wade Barrett wrestling again, a shamed WWE wrestler teasing a return, the real reason WWE is staying PG, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and a non-wrestling channel, Incredible. Our first story looks at Kurt Angle to wrestle again. Our top story today looks at the possibility that WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle could be wrestling again. Well, as you know, Angle retired in 2019 after an anticlimactic match with Baron Corbin at Wrestlemania 35. This match fell completely flat and wasn't the quality fans would expect for Angle's last ever match. There were rumors that Angle was going to retire in a match against arch-rival John Cena, but this never materialized. Angle would recently discuss a potential return to the ring on his podcast, and he offered an honest opinion on his status as an in-ring wrestler. The former WWE champion stated, "I'm not gonna lie to you, the thought of a return comes across my mind here and there every once in a while, but I just had knee replacements. I'm in no position to think about wrestling right now. It's been 2.5 months since I had my knees replaced. Both at the same time, it's a little rough doing both of them at the same time. But you know what, I'm not gonna count out anything. I've told so many reporters and people from the news that I was done, but there is a chance that I might end up coming back. I don't know when, but it'll probably be for one last match. I'm guessing I'm putting it out there tonight. I didn't want to do that until my knees got better, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I think about it all the time. I possibly could return, yeah." Now this seems like interesting timing for Angle to make these comments. Angle is currently scheduled for a Raw appearance tomorrow night, and fans are now speculating that Angle could have another match or two inside the WWE ring. Would you guys like Angle to return? Who's the last opponent that you could be satisfied with? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, William Regal doesn't care if AEW fire him. William Regal has never been known for holding back in terms of sharing his opinions, and this was most definitely the case on the latest edition of the Gentleman Villain podcast. Regal discussed at length how important NXT UK was as a brand, and he doesn't care if AEW fires him for defending WWE. Regal stated, "So if they want to try and take me up on this, take me up on it, and if I get fired from the company I'm working for now for sticking up for them, then so be it. NXT UK was a passion project of mine, to give a decent place for British and European talent to get a pipeline so they could go to WWE and have the charmed life that I've had. If they don't like that, then they can get stuffed. This was all done for the right reasons. How it's played out is an unfortunate thing." Now Regal is currently a member of the Blackpool Combat Club, and the stable's presence is often one of the highlights of AEW programming on a weekly basis. Regal was released by WWE in early 2022, but this hasn't resulted in Regal sharing any negative opinions on his time in the company, which is quite refreshing to see. Next up, a dream match goes down at a WWE live event. Fans in attendance at last night's WWE event in Springfield were in for a treat. They got to witness an absolute dream match as Asuka collided with Io Sky on the show. The match was said to be excellent and concluded with Sky getting the victory. There is a push from fans online to see two talented stars wrestle a 1v1 match on TV or pay-per-view. The two are in the midst of a faction warfare as Asuka is set to team with Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss to take on Bayley, Dakota Kai and Sky at Clash at the Castle. Next up is Wade Barrett wrestling again. This week it was announced that Wade Barrett had signed a new WWE contract. Barrett has been a commentator on NXT since 2020 and this has been a role which Barrett has received extensive notoriety for. Barrett last wrestled for WWE back in 2016 and whilst not officially retired, he hadn't indicated that he wants another in-ring run. Well, that was until a brand new interview with BT Sport was released this weekend. The former Intercontinental Champion revealed that fans may see him back in a WWE ring. He stated, "Yeah, I can still move, I can still lift. My body is feeling good. I've always said that I'm in good shape, I'm healthy, and if the right opportunity presents itself at my door, then maybe we'll see Wade Barrett return in the ring one day. I'm not chasing anything. Sometimes guys start floating ideas out because they secretly want to get back into the ring. I love my gig in NXT. I love commentating. I'm the happiest I've ever been, so I don't have some sort of strange itch I'm trying to desperately scratch, but with that being said, I don't think you'll ever really retire when you're a wrestler. So if the right opportunity presents itself at the right time, then yeah, we might see me back in the ring at some point." The fans are already clamoring for Barrett to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble in January, and this would be a great reintroduction to Barrett's in-ring persona. Would you guys like to see Barrett step back into the ring? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a shamed WWE wrestler teasing a return. A former WWE superstar, the Velveteen Dream, is teasing a new venture, and fans have been left wondering if Dream could return to WWE. Now, Dream is a controversial figure as he was accused of repulsive behavior back in 2020. WWE insisted that there was nothing to the allegations, but ultimately Dream would be released from WWE in 2021. The speculation surrounding Dream's return predominantly comes from his Instagram bio, as it reads, "Don't dream it, be it. #BringBack Velveteen Dream." Now, before the allegations surfaced around him, he was said to be one of the WWE's major players. He was even rumored for a Wrestlemania program with John Cena. Now, it's unknown if the new regime is interested in bringing back the former NXT North American champion. He's an incredibly controversial figure, and there'll be a ton of negative PR generated, which certainly wouldn't be the best look for Stephanie McMahon and co. Next up, the real reason why WWE is staying PG. One of the biggest stories of the week was no doubt the revelation that WWE were remaining a PG product indefinitely. Earlier in the summer, it was reported by a number of sources that WWE would be reverting back to a TV-14 presentation. Raw was going to become a TV-14 product, while SmackDown, NXT and other products would remain PG. Fans have since been wondering why WWE has suddenly changed their minds, and the individual responsible looks to be none other than WWE chairwoman Stephanie McMahon. Dave Meltzer discussed WWE's decision to remain PG on the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer Radio, as Meltzer stated, "That's not going to happen now. I mean, it was planned. I think it's the new regime and it could be Stephanie instead of Vince. You know, Vince maybe was considering it. Stephanie's thing is, we don't need it. And they don't. Before, when things were down, things were declining, you could kind of go, what can we do to reverse the decline? When things are going up and haven't done it, you don't have to go like, hey, we got to come up with some ideas to make things go up. And they're doing swearing, so maybe we're going to do that one now. AEW is not going up and we are going up. So why do we need to fight them on their own? To do what they did, that stopped working. The trajectory of everything, it's kind of like, yeah, that's probably a decision we shouldn't make right now. So they didn't. WWE may look to explore the possibility of a TV-14 rating in the future, but for now it's clear that the new regime is focusing on compelling storytelling and creating exciting television. The past few weeks of WWE television have received praise from fans, and it goes to show that WWE's PG rating has never been impacted WWE's ability to produce great TV. And finally, Riddle training Liv Morgan. Our final story today takes a look at how WWE superstar Riddle is currently training SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan. Morgan is set to defend the women's title against Shayna Baszler at Clash at the Castle next weekend, and Riddle has been helping Morgan with sparring as well as submission maneuvers. A footage of their training exercises were posted on WWE.com to promote Morgan's upcoming match, and it's nice to see content of this nature released by WWE. Riddle also has a major match at Clash at the Castle next weekend. He'll face Seth Rollins in a grudge match, and both talents will be hell-bent on stealing their show. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.